Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to 10 Toppers. Being boxing's most thrilling resolution, the knockout often causes live crowds to gasp, viewers at home to stand bolt upright, and fighters to drop flat on their backs. There's no more decisive outcome to a fighting contest than one man being unable to rise and continue. Here are the top 10 knockouts ever. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, number 10, begin. Francis Ngannou vs Alistair Overeem. First on the list is a brutal knockout from UFC 218, where Alistair Overeem can be seen completely shattered following the major blow. Francis Ngannou is recognized as a professional mixed martial arts competing in the heavyweight division of the UFC, and by August 2020, he's ranked number 1 in the UFC heavyweight rankings. This basically explains how Ngannou's uppercut from hell snapped back at the rival's head, rendering him unconscious within seconds. Before the Predator pounds to add a bonus hammer fist, it's also interesting to note that the knockout occurs in the second minute of the fight.
Matchup with Ngannou!
Number 9. Tank Abbott vs Steve Nellmark. This one dates back to 1996, before the UFC was characterized by owned super athletes. UFC The Ultimate 2 was a mixed martial arts event held in December 1996 and was broadcast live in the United States. Currently hosting his own podcast, The Proving Ground with Tank Abbott, the retired mixed martial arts fighter can be seen punching Nellmark repeatedly, before he finally ends up slumped against the cage with his neck and legs folded in different directions, a position that could be seriously dangerous. Number 8. Lyoto Machida and Vitor Belfort. Occurring in the UFC 224, this knockout ended up with the fighter who delivered it bowing and praying for the soul of the rival he led out. That's right, mixed martial artist Lyoto Machida dispatched his fellow Brazilian Vitor Belfort with a crunching front snap kick. Amidst countless punches, such crushing kicks are quite rare, as Belfort can be seen passed out with just a single foot kick, after which Machida immediately dropped to his knees, hoping that his rival was alive. In 2011, Belfort was defeated by Anderson Silva in a similar manner. Number 7. Kevin Lee vs Gregor Gillespie. A professional since 2012, American former collegiate wrestler and mixed martial artist, Gregor Gillespie, who is currently competing in the lightweight division of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, was downright crushed by Kevin Lee. During this knockout from UFC 244, Lee's overhand right to the temple, followed by a painful kick to the jaw, left Gillespie abruptly falling backwards as if he wanted to sit on an invisible chair. Lee's final fist to Gillespie's chest helped nail the case shut.
Here we go one more time. Boom, the right hand, perfect right hand. Look at that high kick. Sensational.
Number 6. Holm vs Ronda Rousey. Former UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship and former professional boxer, Holm delivered a kick in the UFC 193 that was heard around the world. It was quite obvious that Rousey had lost the fight when Holm swung her foot violently into the boxer's neck, at which point Ronda decided it was time for a nice lie down. Eventually, Holm's striking punches were enough to make her the winner. Rousey did learn a lesson though and did not stand and trade with the striker during her other fights. Number 5. Gabriel Gonzaga vs Mirko Crow Cop. During this fight from the UFC 70, Crow Cop was supposed to be the first round specialist, but he ended up having to swallow a bitter taste of his own medicine after Gabriel Gonzaga unleashed his vicious head kick. The unexpected blow came out of nowhere before Mirko was seen crumbling on the mat, totally unconscious.
Incredible!
Number 4. Gary Goodridge vs. Paul Herrera. Dating back to UFC 8, Herrera approached his nemesis with his typical old-school skill of getting himself stuck in a crucifix position in just 10 seconds, which was honestly impressive. However, Goodridge did not hesitate in raining down in countless consecutive elbows, after which Herrera suffered from a broken cheekbone and a concussion. Number 3. Edson Barboza vs. Terry Adam. After watching this knockout, you truly feel grateful that the fight was instantly stopped, preventing Adam from suffering any more injuries from Barboza's spinning wheel kick. His heel was so powerful that it not only made Adam's body flip to the canvas, but also made it go stiff and fall abruptly. Number 2. Dan Henderson vs. Michael Bisping. Dan's bolting right hand was quick to flatten Bisping in a knockout that can easily qualify as the most savage UFC finish ever. It's thrilling as well as a bit terrifying to watch Bisping's head bouncing off the mat, then Henderson's flying forearm hitting his jaw. We're glad that Bisping came out okay.
Normally I'm not that way in fights. I know if the guy's out, I tend to stop. I knew I hit him out, and I think that one was just a
Number 1. Muhammad Ali vs. George Foreman. In perhaps the most famous boxing event ever, the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali secured his legacy as the greatest heavyweight of all time with this classic performance and knockout sequence. That said, Foreman was an absolute beast himself and was not beaten to a pulp. He was wounded just enough that he could not get up and continue to fight. This perfectly timed and artful knockout led by Muhammad Ali to the crowning moment of his unparalleled career. Thrilling as ever, these 10 knockouts are the most famous and dramatic ones from the history of the sport. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we will be soon seeing you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.